Thomas lived in a small village nestled between rolling hills. Life was simple, predictable, yet Thomas yearned for something more. He dreamt of distant lands, vibrant cultures, and breathtaking landscapes. The world was a vast book, and he was eager to turn its pages. One starlit night, he made a decision. He would leave the comfort of his village and answer the call to adventure. The next morning, he packed a worn leather bag. It held a few belongings, a map of the world, and a heart full of hope. He said his goodbyes, promising to return with stories. With a deep breath and a determined step, Thomas set off on his journey. Every step forward filled him with a sense of purpose. The world awaited. Paris welcomed Thomas with open arms. The city throbbed with life, a symphony of sights and sounds. He marveled at the Eiffel Tower, a majestic iron giant reaching for the heavens. He strolled along the Champs-Élysées, captivated by the city's elegance. Cafes buzzed with conversation, and the aroma of freshly baked bread wafted through the air. In the Louvre Museum, he stood in awe of timeless masterpieces. The Mona Lisa's enigmatic smile held him captive. He wandered through the halls, each painting a window into a different time and place. He spent his evenings in small jazz clubs, the music weaving its magic around him. Paris was a feast for the senses, a city that lingered in his heart long after he bid it farewell. Egypt unfolded before Thomas like a scene from a history book. The great pyramids of Giza stood tall, ancient sentinels guarding the desert sands. He felt the weight of centuries as he touched the weathered stones. He rode a camel through the Sahara, the vastness of the desert humbling him. The setting sun painted the sky in a riot of colors, a breathtaking spectacle. On a felucca sailing down the Nile, he witnessed the lifeblood of Egypt. He learned about pharaohs and ancient gods, their stories etched in the temples and tombs that lined the riverbanks. In Luxor, he explored the Valley of the Kings, his imagination running wild with tales of power and glory. Egypt was a journey through time, a testament to the enduring spirit of mankind. The Amazon rainforest embraced Thomas with its humid air and symphony of life. Towering trees formed a vibrant green canopy overhead, sunlight filtering through in dappled rays. He ventured deep into the jungle, guided by indigenous people who called the rainforest home. He learned about their ancient traditions, their deep connection to nature. He encountered a kaleidoscope of creatures, from brightly colored macaws to stealthy jaguars. The rainforest was a sensory overload, a symphony of buzzing insects, chattering monkeys, and the rustling of leaves. He felt a profound sense of peace in the heart of the Amazon, a reminder of the raw power and delicate balance of nature. Section 5. Pacific Dreams. The islands of the Pacific were a haven of tranquility. Turquoise waters shimmered under the warm sun, fringed by swaying palm trees. Thomas spent his days exploring hidden coves, the sand soft beneath his feet. He swam in crystal-clear lagoons, vibrant coral reefs teeming with marine life. He learned to surf, riding the waves with a newfound sense of freedom. He embraced the laid-back island lifestyle, the days unhurried and carefree. The locals welcomed him with open arms, their smiles as warm as the tropical sun. He shared meals with them, their laughter echoing the rhythm of the ocean. The Pacific Islands were a reminder to slow down, to appreciate the simple pleasures life had to offer. Section 6. The Land of the Rising Sun. Japan was a land of contrasts, seamlessly blending tradition and modernity. In bustling Tokyo, neon lights illuminated the night, and skyscrapers pierced the sky. He rode the bullet train, marveling at its speed and efficiency. He found peace in ancient temples, the scent of incense filling the air. He witnessed the grace of geishas in Kyoto, their movements like a dance. He participated in a traditional tea ceremony, the ritualistic movements calming his soul. He climbed Mount Fuji, the majestic peak, a symbol of Japan's enduring spirit. Japan was a land of contrasts, a harmonious blend of old and new that left him in awe. Section 7. Kenyan Safari. The African savanna stretched before Thomas, a vast expanse of golden grasslands dotted with acacia trees. He embarked on a safari, the jeep bouncing along dirt roads. He witnessed the majesty of the Great Migration, millions of wildebeest and zebras thundering across the plains. He watched in awe as lions stalked their prey, their movements a symphony of power and grace. He saw elephants lumbering across the savanna, their sheer size humbling. He felt a primal connection to the land, the circle of life unfolding before his eyes. He camped under the African sky, the stars a million pinpricks of light. Kenya was a raw and untamed beauty, a reminder of the power and fragility of nature. Section 8. Reflections in New Zealand. New Zealand offered Thomas a chance for reflection. He stood on the shores of Milford Sound, towering cliffs reflected in the still waters. He hiked through ancient forests, ferns unfurling like emerald wings. He kayaked in pristine lakes, the silence broken only by the sound of his paddle. He bungee jumped from dizzying heights, embracing the thrill of adventure. He felt a sense of peace wash over him in this land of natural wonders. He realized that his journey was not just about the places he visited but also about the person he was becoming. New Zealand was a mirror reflecting his growth and transformation. Section 9. A changed man. Thomas stood at the edge of the world, the wind whipping through his hair. He had circled the globe, each place leaving an imprint on his soul. He had witnessed breathtaking beauty, from the Eiffel Tower piercing the Parisian sky to the sun setting over the African savanna. He had embraced diverse cultures, tasted exotic foods, and learned new languages. He had faced challenges, pushing his limits and discovering inner strength. He had learned to appreciate the simple things, finding joy in a shared meal or a breathtaking view. He had returned to his roots, realizing that home was not just a place, but a feeling within. He was no longer the same young man who had set out on this journey. He was a citizen of the world, his heart brimming with stories and his soul enriched by experience. Section 10. The Storyteller. Thomas returned to his village a changed man. He was no longer content with the predictable rhythm of village life. He yearned to share his experiences, to ignite a spark of wanderlust in the hearts of his people. He gathered the villagers, his voice filled with passion as he recounted his adventures. He painted vivid pictures with his words, transporting them to bustling cities and serene landscapes. He spoke of ancient civilizations, diverse cultures, and the kindness of strangers. He shared the lessons he had learned, the importance of embracing the unknown and living life to the fullest. Section 11. A World Within. The villagers listened intently, their eyes wide with wonder. Thomas's stories sparked something within them, a longing for something more. They realized that the world was not as distant as they had imagined. It was a tapestry of experiences waiting to be woven into their own lives. Thomas's journey had not ended, it had just begun. He had brought the world home with him, and in doing so, he had opened up a world of possibilities for himself and his village.